Hello, my student. How are you today? Welcome to today's class, which is a continuation of the previous class. And remember, in our last class, we discussed about inequalities and we discussed about two signs. And the two signs we had this one, meaning I told you to remember it. Just do your left hand like this. This means less than, which is less than. And another one I said just do like this to mean greater, like your right hand is always great and strong, so this one will be greater than. In the previous class, remember we learned about this. So today I want to introduce something new and I want you to be very keen. They are the symbols that always confuse students. So I want you to check on this. You can have this symbol, then add another sign there. We always know if you want to write equal sign, we have the double dashes. Here we do the less than sign, then like underscoring, put another straight line below it. This one now means less than or equal to, less than or equal to. We can do the same. We can do the same to this symbol of greater than. We can also put another one here, which will change the name of from greater than or equal to. Wonderful. It is this simple. So to explain or to expound on this one, I'll wish to start with the first one. We want to start with the first one. The first one here, which is less than this symbol or equal to. This symbol here, how do we understand it? Remember, if we say the value of x is less than, let's say 2, meaning the value of that unknown number x cannot be 2. It will be a number which is less than 2. We can talk of 1, 0, -1, -2, like that. Now, if we talk of a number which is less than or equal to a certain number, let's write it less than or equal to. Yani, the value of that number can also be equal to. For example, if I have x is less than or equal to, let's say 3, meaning the value of x can be 3. We have said or equal to. So the value of x can be 3. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, the value of this x is less than, the value of this x is less than 3. So the value of x, that is, the value of x is less than 3. So any number less than 3 can be the value of this x. Any number less than 3 can be the value of x. For example, the value of x can be 2, the value of x can be 1, the value of x can be 0, the value of x can be -1, and etc. Now, look at this one. I want us to understand. Now, I want to bring grammar here. If we say that the value of x can be equal to or less than 3, meaning the highest value of x, is 3. So there are some terminologies that can be used, right? Examiners can say that the value of x is at most, let me use this, at most 3. Does it make sense? Yes. We have said that x is less than or equal to 3. And if you look at this value, also x is less than 3, meaning we can't go beyond 3. But the value of x can be 2, 1, 0, -1 like that. So the highest value, you can use that in English, the highest value of x, this statement here, meaning the highest value of x can be 3. In fact, not can be. The highest value of x is 3. The highest value of x is 3. The largest, they can use whichever one. The largest number in this range here, the largest number is 3. We can talk of the biggest number is 3, meaning there are some smaller ones, right? And the less number. So this statement here, I want us to understand the basic of this symbol. If we say x is less than or equal to 3, meaning the highest value of x, the biggest number that we can talk of as a value of x, the largest number of x is 3, and meaning the others are less than 3, this symbol here, others are less than 3. So these terminologies you must have them at your fingertips. I'm going to give an example, and before I give an example, allow me to explain also the symbol for greater than or equal to. Are we following? Yes. Let's see. If we have this symbol here, it means greater than or equal to. Yes, greater than or equal to. If now we use a different value, let's say y is greater than or equal to 4. Y is greater than, let's get that English there. Y is greater than 4. Y is equal to 4. It is greater than 4 or equal to 4. What does this one mean? We can have the value of y to be equal 4. Then y is greater than 4. So any number greater than 4 can be the value of y. Suppose to list them. We have said the value of y can be 4. Y is equal to 4. Any number greater than 4. We can have 5, we can have 6, we can have 7, etc. Which simple English are we using here? The minimum value of y is 4. If you look at this number here, this is the least, the minimum. So we can say at least, the value of y is at least. At least. The least value of y, if you look at this interpretation here, is 4. And we have said the value of y is equal to or greater than 4. So the least value of y is 4. We can also say the minimum value of y is 4. Minimum. Yani the smallest value of y is 4. The smallest value of y is 4. My dear learners, have we got it right? The meaning of the two symbols, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. As always, I want to have some two examples, work them out then we interpret their meanings. And most important is that you guys need to master these terminologies. The moment you put them here, every time you work out inequalities, it's gonna be easier. Let's see. I want to do example 1 here. I want to do example 1. Example 1. Example 1. If I have 4a minus 7 less than or equal to 17. Look at that question. 4a minus 7 is less than or equal to 17. Let's solve it and see. As always, the rule, we begin by collecting the like terms. So we shall have our positive 7 here. So we have our 4a is less than or equal to, this will give you 24. The value of a divided by 4 both sides. So 4 cancels here once, here once, here once, here 6 times. So the value of a now becomes less than or equal to 6. What does this mean? The possible values of a. 1, a is equal to 6. Next, a is less than 6. Less than 6. If you are to write the values of 6, the possible values of a, that is, the first value is going to be, now we have 6. Then values which are less than 6, that is 5, 4, 3, 2. You can continue. Look at how these the values are reducing. We can easily now say the value of a, that is 6 is the highest. So we can say the value of a, the highest value of a is 6. The highest, but the least we can't say here because it continues. But we are sure that the highest value of a is 6. So we have said a is at most, the value of a is at most 6. Very good. Let's do another example. Example 2. Let's do example 2. Example 2. Our example 2. These are a bit tricky. I've chosen this one to at least also to wake us up. Minus 2d plus 3 is greater than or equal to minus 7. Wonderful. There are some concepts I also want to bring out here clearly. See, first step, collect the like terms. We have the unknowns. We can decide this one will become negative 3. So we have negative 2d greater than or equal to, this one will give us negative 10. Wonderful. Now, my dear learners, remember, as we are going to get the value of d, we are supposed to divide by the negative number here, this negative number, negative 2. Remember this rule. Whenever you divide both sides by a negative number, this sign has to change. This is what we are going to have. We are going to have negative 2d, change this one to be now less than or equal to, right, negative 10. And now do your division by the negative number, which is negative 2. And this one, negative divided by negative, you get positive. 2 cancels 2. And this negative divides negative, becomes positive. 2 goes here once, 2 goes here 5. So we have D to be less than or equal to 5. Look at that. D is less than or equal to 5. Before we interpret the values of D, I want to take you back here. In case you don't understand how to work with the negative numbers, let's see here. If you have a problem with working with negative numbers, let's say we were at this point, greater than negative 10. Look here. You can simply swap the positions of these numbers. The known to come to the left. If you bring the known to the left, it will come positive 10. Your sign remains here. Swap this one to go to the right hand side. It will become now positive 2b. Now you have positive values. Now continue with your working. This one goes here 5. So here we have 5 greater than or equal to D. It's the same as our previous answer that we had D. If 5 is greater than D, meaning D is less than, you see, my learners, very simple. Mathematics is all about mastering the concept. We have just played with the signs here, right? Now let's interpret the values of D. D is less than or equal to 5. So the first one is that D is equal to 5. And now D also less than 5. So which numbers are less than 5? So we have the values of D. First we have 5. Numbers less than 5, we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Continue. My dear learners, is there anything hard here? Take your time. Follow Mwalimu John on his TikTok, Mwalimu John, YouTube at Mwalimu John 001, Instagram, Mwalimu John, Facebook, Mwalimu John. Until next time, bye. I have more for you. Nice one. Same topic. Truce.